I actually managed to do it. Welcome back to Create Above and Beyond. In the last episode, we built up most of what you're looking at right now. However, between episodes, I actually managed to do it on an Adderall-fueled bender of engineering. I put pretty much the rest of chapter 4 into this box, which is the entire system, the entire like copied over, well, not copied, it's actually like an inverted system for producing the ice charges to be inductionally smelted with the silicon compound. I haven't ran it yet because I wanted you guys to be here. Hey, get out of there, dirt. I'm trying to sabotage my mission here. But this took a while and was genuinely only possible because of, the focus from Adderall. We actually ended up having a lot of additional space in here to work with, because like a lot of the core mechanism is underneath of this guy. I know that I really could reduce the height footprint, but I don't want to because this was definitely hard enough. But I did not increase the footprint. You can see, aside from obviously this guy increasing the footprint, I did not go out of bounds on this side or on this side. So I'm extremely proud of what I was able to do here. All we need to complete this, literally the last thing, is a silicon press that we get from exploration. And what that will do is output into a little ender chest down below the silicon presses. I think I have a spare ender chest laying around that we could look at. Yeah, this guy. Pretty much the last gray item that we can store with gray dye, because oh my gosh, there's so many of these things. On gray, we will have the silicon pressed circuit or whatever it's called. I don't know, but inside of here is where they will go. Before we can truly fire that up, like I said, we need a silicon press, this inscriber silicon press, and the only way to find it, because you can't craft it, you need the circuit scrap, which is only craftable by using the other presses. We actually need to go and find those meteors that we've discovered. There's a few of them around the world. I think that one's particularly close. Hopefully it'll be the only one we need, because we will have to dive deep inside of them. There are special chests on the inside. I think... I don't know. I couldn't tell you if one would be enough, because I do think we'll need all of the presses at some point. There happen to be 4 of them. I don't think this one... Yeah, this one's disabled. So 1, 2, 3, 4 that we actually need. So as long as we find 4 presses, we're golden. No, if we find 2 presses, we're good, because you make 2 of these at a time, right? Yeah, so if we find 2 presses, we're all fine. I am super excited, though, because we are finally on the cusp of digital storage, auto-crafting. Applied Energistics is about to be ours. Look at this. Cook it, stamp it, and there we go. We're ready to deploy. I'm super excited. And while we head over to our Meteor friend, why don't we do our Q&A of the day, coming in from the Discord, which is almost at 500 members, so claim your ticket. This one is from Keiki, asking why Create Above and Beyond over Create Astral. There were a few reasons. The biggest one is that Chosen Architect had just been doing a playthrough on. I was watching some of it, and he ended it early, citing that he wasn't having much fun with it. And I was just coming off of Vault Hunters, which is a very fun mod pack, but I was not having as much fun with it as I wanted to, due to, the grind and stuff and not having a lot of content. And I guess it just kind of stuck with me. I didn't want to go into a mod pack that other people weren't having fun with, coming out of a mod pack that I had lost my love for. So I chose Above and Beyond, knowing that it was also like an official pack from Create, and it was like the thing that made Create popular. I just figured that it was a really solid choice. And look at that. We've got all the presses we're ever going to need. And a slight amount of gold nuggets for some reason. All right. Thank you. But this should be everything. So, quick trip. Whoa. Where am I? Did I waypointed the wrong spot. Whoa. Okay. Factory, sweet factory. Ooh, I am excited for this. Did we actually get... yeah, we did get a silicon press, a calculation press, and a logic press. So we got all different ones. I mean... Let's see, so that leaves us without the engineering press. Is the engineering press important to us? Does it actually make something? It makes engineering circuits. Those make engineering processors, and those make a bunch of stuff. Okay, so we want all of these. So I'll just split one of them. So now I want a calculation as well as an engineering. And da-da-da-da, we have all the presses. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But the one we really care about right now is the silicon press, because that is where that's where we're going to be getting somewhere. And I'm pretty sure it just goes into deployer, right? Very beautiful. Yep, this guy is not consumed, so we don't have to, like, automate them. There's no, like, dupe farm that we need to make from, don't worry. Just silicon goes right in there, turns into printed silicon. So, theoretically, if I were to have this input from the top, we should make a piece of silicon, and it get pressed. And if I check the chest, there we go! The printed silicon arrives! It's finally here! And that not only gives us access to the engineering processor and the calculation processor, but of course the calculation mechanism. Now we seem to be needing a lot of these, like a ton of these. So I might want to add some flex linkage amplifiers to get this guy moving a little bit faster, considering how many we need. But I think otherwise, this whole system is good. I think I can send it. Just turn it right on. So this guy, I'm going to turn back on. I turned it off because I didn't want there to be another item explosion. These guys I can turn back on by doing that. Ow, it hurts. And then come over to this cart, which I wish I could access from the... I should have turned this one on first, because now it's really dangerous for me to be here. Ow. Ow, it hurts so bad. Okay. But that should be everything working, yeah. And this thing works in very much the same way. It's just that, you know, snowballs are produced here, put into this minecart. It's an entropy manipulator, so it has to use an applied energistics charger instead of the thermal charger. So that's right there. But the circuitry is the exact same, and it all just runs down, crushes, and turns into the ice charges that get put into this fella. So, yeah. That's chapter 4. I'm going to see if I can grab a little piece of silicon. Ha ha ha! Got it before the deployer did. That's automated. Here, you can have it back. And you, my friend, are automated. Beautiful. It seems like the only limiting factor on this guy is the speed, which is nice to know. It's good that that definitely produces faster. This guy definitely produces fast enough. This guy produces plenty fast. I think both of these guys have no problem. What is this guy doing? Waiting to fill. Okay, well, we might have to get production up, but I don't think this guy's ever going to run into that problem, which is nice, because this is actually surprisingly fast. And running out of power. Shoot. Okay, well, this thing requires a... Okay, you guys gotta be quiet, or I'm going to ethically quiet you down. Alright, well, I'm going to make some more magmatic dynamos, and we're going to see if we can get a good amount. Like, I'm going to make, like... 3 more magmatic dynamos. That's the amount of magmatic dynamos I'm going to make. And I have an idea to really, really get some mileage out of these guys. Well, okay, it's not a revolutionary idea. I'm just going to surround an ender tank. This one over here. I'm going to surround this specific ender tank. I'm going to move these guys over into that big empty area and just use this space as a way to achieve more power, because this guy is struggling for it. Okay, so one guy is going to face downwards. Oh my gosh. Okay, cool. We have that dynamo that's going to face downwards. And we'll pull power from like that. And then, obviously, tank. Nope, tank here. Put it into there. Okay, so that's going to start producing. And then we'll need a dynamo that faces not that way. A dynamo that faces this way. And a dynamo that faces this way. And a dynamo, ooh, facing that way sucks. That one can also face downwards. I just lost a dirt. Uh-oh. 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 Did I just catastrophically send a dirt into the system? I did. That would have been bad. Oh my gosh, that would have been bad. That would have broken everything. Ugh. I forgot I could just, by the way, place these guys facing like that, so... Ignore me if you would. In any case, I can now just connect all of these dynamos. I'm missing one single way to do that. But hopefully Are we just barely not producing enough power? Ugh. I got one more dynamo to connect, so maybe we'll do it. This thing really does take an annoying amount of energy. Like this, well, I suppose this thing in the current way that I want to run it. Okay, so that is producing just enough, but I'd like it to be more than just enough. So we got to get some more upgrades. Unfortunately, it turns out that, you know, resident upgrades have become really expensive in the sense that I think we're out of Enderium. I'm actually pretty sure. Nope, we're not out of Enderium. Don't listen to me. Doesn't look like any of these guys are losing power, though, so that is nice. Not that they're really working full time, but still, it's always good to know. Okay, so it is only this guy that's... Oh, no, this guy's building. Okay. Not too bad, but of course I do want to increase the amount of power this guy is using since I want to make it faster. So, you know, we should still upgrade. Only a little bit, though. We only need a little bit of upgrades, though, so it's nice at least. While that's going, we definitely want to get this system at least put down somewhere. Because, I mean, we're going to need it to make a logic processor. It's required to make not only, well, it's required to make a ton of stuff, but it is also required to make the flash drive, which we very much need. So, once again, that is a printed logic circuit. So that's just an ingot of gold over an inscriber logic press. Then we need some of that destabilized redstone we have a ton of. And, so, let's see. Press a printed silicon... Destabilize redstone, stamp it. Okay, I've got the flex linkage amplifier and the extra power all set up over there. That seems to be holding pretty well. We'll give a check-in on that later. And then, of course, we have these guys to deal with. And I think it's not going to be too bad to power them. Probably. Probably not. But we'll have to see. I don't know if I've got... Oh, a line. Huh, look at that. Oh, these guys are directional, though, so I can't really change the direction of that, can I? Well, what could I do? Oh, perfect. That ended up being easier than I thought it would be. Right, I do have to power the belt still. I believe the equally not bad at all. Like that. Always in the wrong direction. I mean, it doesn't have to be in the wrong direction. I could just look. This is temporary, right? This whole workshop is temporary, considering once we have applied energistics, everything's a lot easier. Did I just put them in the same exact spot? That and then that. Thank you very much. Okay, cool. Okay, and I think I'm just gonna go like full in and make a stack of these. So we'll need ourselves a stack of golden ingots that we are obviously going to smelt down. And then just to cast that over the press a bunch of times. I'm pretty sure the press is not consumed. What kind of press am I making, actually? Printed logic circuit. So I'm imagining inscriber logic press. Correct? Yes. And I would really hope... this isn't consumed, because otherwise that would be like super duper. I guess we should test it with one ingot, shouldn't we? We should test it with one of this as like an automatable thing. Oh, goody. Okay, cool. Boop. Great. That is awesome. That is awesome. I got a little nervous. It took a little while to cast, and I was like, uh-oh. Nope. We're all happy. Okay, so I'll just start with the 4 that we have. But it should just work out that we give this deployer 4 of those, and then we can give the belt 4 of these. And hey, that's moving pretty quick, actually. That is not moving slowly. In fact, I bet we could even... yeah, we could definitely get away with putting another flex linkage amplifier in here to really speed this up. Although, why is my silicon compound slowing down? Oh, right, I had that stupid idea to make it work on, like, a stack at a time. I shouldn't do that. I don't know why I did that. There we go. In fact, this fellow might need a little bit more speed to him. I don't know, though. In any case, if I toss these on here, we should have logic processors. Awesome! I don't have any cobalt. Oh, I was like, I swore I had cobalt. I knew I had cobalt. Oh my gosh. I got all nervous. Okay, the last piece of the puzzle is here. A flash drive. And we can imbue it with the power of the ducks. The eternal Stella. And don't worry, I do have a duck pond design. If you were on stream, you know it. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the perfect opportunity for it. I don't know what that will be yet, but somewhere, somehow, the duck pond will make a very present appearance in this place, in this weird, like, factory that we're building. But with the flash drive and with the printed silicon circuits, we can now upgrade these guys, these inductive mechanisms. Although I do want to make a few more. And I think I'm going to add an assembly line here since the assembly lines are so fast, because I've been using this like super slow assembly line to do all this stuff lately, and I'm getting kind of tired of it, honestly. It's painful. It sucks. I hate it a lot. And what direction is this moving in? Sweet. It's actually moving opposite to the other one. That's kind of what I like to see. It's always got a nice it's got a nice look to it, you know. Beautiful. Okay. So we can keep our little, like, shiny doos in this one, since it's going to be a little bit manual for now. And it might always be manual. Who knows, right? But we can now do things so much faster. I think I should get some ender chests here for each of the resources. Yeah, this is really not going to stick around long, but just to make our lives easy. Yeah, for the time being. And now that I think about it, we don't actually have an ender chest for the radiant coils, because we have like 27,000 of them. I have this weird thought that I could probably go the rest of this playthrough without automating these again. I think I still will. It is kind of funny, though, that like we automated these so insanely well that we kind of don't have to anymore. Because they're really, like, we really did a good job on these. I'm proud of it. I am. I'm super proud of it. But, man, we did a good job on these. I wish drawers could face upwards. They can't, right? Yeah. I guess I'll put stairs there. I think this one is gray, red, red. Yeah. Okay, cool. So now we have this nice little easy storage. And I'll even pull this out to be a double chest, since typically we use a lot of these. And we still gotta reload chunks every time we use stuff with connected textures. It just, the game doesn't like it too much. Whoa, my frames, where'd they go? And then delightfully, we have a ton of kinetic mechanisms just sitting around over there. So, suppose I could just move these over. Can I put this on like on top of the chest or something? That'd be really great. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so let's just upgrade a bunch of kinetic mechanisms into Happy Dandy. The other ones, which I've forgotten immediately for some reason. The ones that use these. Oh, I forgot to put a funnel, but that's so much faster. That's so much faster. That's so nice. Back over here, it looks like we are very much being bottlenecked by the drain, or is it by this guy? No, it's actually we're being bottlenecked by the drain, interestingly enough. For some reason, when this guy is smelting... Ah, that's what we're being bottlenecked by the fluid. That makes things very hard. Is there like a void upgrade for thermal? Or I guess it would be an augment. No, there is not. So how could we have this both output to like a nullifier as well, or like output to a nullifier but prioritize the basin? Is that even possible? Is there even space underneath of it? Because that would kind of be something if there... Oh my gosh, there is. There is actually space underneath of it. Whoa. So I could put a nullifier there, but I'm really worried if I have this thing outputting to a nullifier, then it would just destroy everything inside of it. It totally would. Or is the bottleneck this? It would be this, isn't it? Because this would stamp and cycle the fluid if we had enough of these. Okay. That's what our actual bottleneck is. So if I hit the redstone, or if I hit the pyrolyzer with this guy, make this move a little bit more frequently, eh? I imagine, yeah, that's better. But if this thing was consistently producing, that would be better. But it isn't. Because it can only drain until this thing is done. And this is now moving almost as fast as it possibly can without overwhelming it. I could fit another flex linkage in there, so let's try it. Oh, now this guy is a limiting factor. Ah, so many limiters. So many different little processes. Ah. As I'm setting this up, don't forget I am gonna be upgrading some stuff and components, so get ready. We're almost there. We're almost there to having our calculation mechanisms. Uh-oh. That's happening. So this is too fast. This is too fast. This is too fast. So if this guy is max speed, it processes nice and fast. Okay, and I need to manage this problem here. Okay, well this is going to remain a little bit of a problem until I could figure out how to keep this guy emptying. I wish there was some way to set it to only, like, fill up to half, you know, like to destroy at a certain point. I mean, do nullifiers have that built in? I have no idea. I'll have to make one, but let's just do it. Let's just do it. The main attraction, the main course, what everyone came here to see. Taking printed silicon, putting it in the deployers, and finally, using the inductive mechanisms, and let's just make sure all of our stuff is checked off. Yep. Let's complete Chapter 4. Oh, the final mechanism. There isn't a higher tier mechanism than this. We have to do some weird, funky stuff with it. But it is finally here. This is access to applied energistics. And one step away from the moon. Oh, yeah. And get you. And, of course, we need our Fluix casing, which is a lead plate, and some blackstone. And, of course, that means we are here. Look at that. ME controllers are at our fingertips. These are the actual machines. These are the ones that we will convert into the different components. And Chapter 4 is finally complete. Well, almost complete. We have to check off making all of these guys, and then check off making all these guys, because, you know, we're going to want those chapters set. But if we head to the overview, we can now accept divide by digital. And, yeah, as you can see, the pathway to the moon is math. It's a lot of math. I just want to use this time to say thank you so much to the members of this channel. They are helping this channel and me become closer and closer to becoming a full-time content creator. So if that's something you'd be interested in, subscribe and become a member.